Hey, we're starting right now.
Let's get everybody. Some say that the point guard is the most difficult position to play, with responsibilities of running the team on and off the court, of course, knowing all of the positions and being the coach on the floor. Tonight, we have two exceptional point guards joining us in our respective leagues. They might be small, but these guys have navigated the game with their tenacity and sportsmanship. They have consistently been producing at every single level of the game. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Terrific Together. My name is Banjo Albano, and I'm joined by my co-host, Mikey Reyes. We're here with East Asia Super League, the premier international competition in Southeast Asia. And just want to welcome everybody here to another great episode. What's up, guys?
Hey, what's up, guys? My name, like what Banjo said, my name is Mike Reyes, and this is our third live episode for our East Asia. I just want to welcome everyone all over the world watching us right now. You all know this is brought to you by East Asia Super League TV. And the past two live sessions, we had great sessions with Bobby Ray Parks. We had Isaiah Murphy. We had Coach Jimmy Alapag and also Andrew Nicholson. But today we're very excited. I'm sure Banjo is, because these two guys right here have two of the biggest hearts every time they enter those four lines. And I'm very excited to get to know them a little bit better, and then later on make them compete, make them have fun.
Absolutely. And tonight, our first guest, he led the NCAA in assists during his third and final year with the Oakland Golden Grizzlies. That same year, he was also named third team All-American by the Associated Press, the National Association of Basketball Coaches and Sporting News, averaging 24.4 points a game and 9.3 assists. He was a 54th pick in the 2016 NBA draft. And he would go on to play for 3 different teams in the league. In 2019, he moved overseas playing for the Xinjiang Flying Tigers, currently leading the team in assists and the 29-9 record. He's currently the second best in the CBA. Please give a warm welcome to Kay Felder. What's good, Kay?
Hey, what's up, Kay?
What's up? What's up? How's it going, guys?
How are you this morning?
I'm all right.
You got up early for this. We appreciate you. And the guy next to him, before we go back to Kay, the guy next to him, though, is one of my best friends, one of my past teammates who I know that, has been a pro since he was in college. He was a former member of the under-16 Philippine national team that placed second in the 2014 FIBA Asia Championships. He went up against Jason Tatum and the likes when he was there. In 2019, in his first season of eligibility, or his final season of eligibility, he led his team, the UP Fighting Maroons, to their first Final Four appearance in 21 years and first finals berth since 1986. He hit one of the biggest shots in UP history, cutting that deficit down and making a run to get that win in the Final Four. Was the second pick of the 3rd round in the 2019 PBA draft. From the Blackwater Elite, we have Mr. Dario. How are you, Jego? Oh, we can't. I think there's something wrong with your mic, bro. You're good though. Like, go get it fixed. Let us know when it's good. What's up, Kay? How you been? How you been during this whole situation?
I've been pretty good. Just staying active as much as possible and trying to figure it out, just like everybody else.
Hear that.
How do you stay in shape, though? How do you stay in shape?
Some gyms up and down here that I found and my agents found, so that's how I've been pretty much staying in shape, and it's been pretty good.
Awesome. Diego, are you with us yet?
You guys hear me?
Yeah, there we go.
There you go.
Back in the mix. All right. Well, I know you both guys have been eager to get back on the court, so let's talk basketball. Both of you guys are point guards, as we mentioned. Let's start with Diego. Diego, you're 5'1" when you started out trying out for your varsity team, I guess in high school. Eventually, you grew a little bit.
5'2" now. He's 5'2" now.
Just a bit, but as we said, as a point guard, you were tenacious on both ends. Being able to score against bigger guys and being able to defend against tougher competitors. Talk to us how you've adjusted through high school and collegiately, then eventually into the pros, knowing your size was going to be a difference.
I think from a young age, I knew how to play undersized. So I've always been undersized since grade school, high school, up until the pros. So I think I just got used to it. Just used my advantage, with speed, outside shooting, setting people up. So yeah.
Man, that's one of the things I always hear from small guards. We were never big, so that's what I've always heard from small guards. It's like they were never tall, so they always just got used to it. And Kay, you're listed an inch taller than Jego, but you've always considered yourself a big guard. You want to talk about it? Talk to us about that.
I consider myself a big guard because I don't really think about my height, as much as other people do. You could never tell me I'm the shortest guy on the court or like I'm the smallest guy on the court. So I just feel like I play above my height. I play like I'm a guy like 6'6" or something like that. And that's just how I always felt on any court I ever stepped on.
That's the mentality that you need, especially for a guy like Kay.
So Diego, you played in some big games, especially during your last 2 collegiate seasons, as we mentioned. You're very instrumental helping your team get back to the glory days, right? Up to this moment, you've been very close to your teammates, and you played against Dario of the Ateneo of the Eagles. You hit a big shot, as Mikey mentioned in that game during the Final Four. Talk to us about those career highlights.
I think it was it was a process. From my early years in college, we didn't really win a lot of games, but we grinded it out as a team, and then eventually, we eventually got a nice program. We got nice recruits. I remember being in my freshman year. Mikey was my senior, and we didn't win any games, and then eventually, it's just pure hard work. And then eventually in the games, it just showed up. All those hours in the practices, competing against each other, and I probably won't forget that moment when we made it to the finals after 30 years. Being a part of that team, very memorable. So, yeah.
Yeah, I was there in that arena when it happened, and it was crazy. It was big news all over the Philippines, and we'll go back over to K. K, as a rookie, though, you got to play with one of the best players of all time, and this is something I'm looking forward to talking to you about. Right at the peak of his career. Well, I still don't know when his peak is gonna be over, though. But tell us about being with guys like LeBron James and Kyrie Irving, especially on a day-to-day basis. How obsessive are they and disciplined are they? And what separates them from a regular basketball player?
It's a little staticky. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know whose it is.
I think it might be yours.
No, it ain't mine. It ain't mine. What? Oh, no.
Maybe yours.
I think it's Jago. Mute. Jago, hit mute.
I don't think it's mine.
All right, I think there.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, it is. But, what was the question again? I'm sorry. I just so much static. It might be yours. It gotta be yours. Tell me.
No, it's not mine. I just muted mine.
Oh well, yes. I don't know who's it.
Yeah, but yeah, again, as a rookie, you got to play with the best player of one of the best players of all time, LeBron James, and obviously Kyrie Irving. How was it on a day-to-day basis? I mean, I'm really excited to get to know to find out small stories about how obsessive they were and disciplined they were, and what separates them from regular basketball players.
I'm not sure what separates them besides the work ethic. I mean, my thing is everybody puts in the same work. It just may be something that just God given that they have that somebody else didn't have. But just watching them work and watching them, do their thing, on and off the court was just amazing. From the business side to the professional side to the family side, just seeing all that was perfect. I mean, I learned a lot. I got to see a lot. So I think that was a great experience for me for my first year.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, that was LeBron at his peak again. With that, you played with LeBron. Obviously, you don't play the same position. You played the same position as Kyrie.
Yeah.
So what did you get off of LeBron that was more mental, and what did you learn from Kyrie that was more for your spot on the floor?
I would say from both of them, the same thing I got was about leadership, about being active. Those guys are much taller than me, so I had to learn from them. What they taught me was, any little loose ball, I gotta be, pesky, picking up 94 feet, make sure I'm checking guys to be able to get on the court. I would say that was the most important thing I learned from both of them that I can put into my game.
No. I mean, mentally, from that rookie season, I'm sure you brought all of the knowledge and all of the things that you learned from those two guys, or all of those guys, especially that experience in the NBA. That's big for you, I'm sure.
Nah, definitely. It was a great experience. I'm talking about like not even just learning from LeBron and Kyrie. I learned from J.R. Smith, Iman
J.R. Smith.
Richard Jefferson, Channing Frye, Kevin Love. Like we had so many vets and things like that, and I'm just 21, and they're you know at least 5 years into their career, something like that. So I mean, like I can tell you something about all of them that's so different, but when they all came together, it's because of LeBron when he, held team dinners and things like that, made sure we had that camaraderie and that, that likeness on the court, and that togetherness. Like I feel like he's one of the best leaders I've ever been around.
Oh man, quick one though. How happy were you when you read about JR signing with the Lakers?
I was happy as hell. I even sent him a text for sure.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah, he's been on IG Live though the past few days. I'll tell you that.
He was probably born in that bubble.
So both of you guys have had the privilege, to travel, with this game and at this time with the NBA, with basketball being the global, you played internationally. I'll start with Diego. Diego, last year you were able to play in the terrific 12, right? And with a platform like East Asia Super League, bringing in different teams and players from different parts of the world, especially the most talented athletes in East Asia. Talk to us about that experience in Macau and playing against guys with different styles and some of the learnings that you've taken personally and how it's benefited your team, Blackwater Elite.
I think it's always great to compete against a lot of different players, not just locally, but internationally. So, having the experience of, playing with different nationalities, different countries when I was in the national youth team, it's always a great experience because everyone plays in their own unique ways. So, for individually, it was nice. I wanna compete. I wanna see like how my skills go with international talent, and as a team, it was a great way to prepare us for the season conference here in the PBA.
So how do you feel about obviously you've played overseas, you've played in front of different crowds. How do you feel about the possibility of holding a home and away format? As you know, the fans here in the Philippines go crazy. How do you feel about that possibility?
That's gonna be fun for sure. Playing in front of different kinds of people, different kinds of fans. Having a home and away games, the Philippines will for sure love it. Filipinos will for sure cheer for any team as long as they're Filipino, right? So I think that's gonna be fun. That's gonna be exciting for a lot of the fans who's gonna be supporting us.
Awesome. Okay, your basketball journey has taken you to Greater China. You've shown on court that you could definitely fill it up and dish that rock. Talk to us about the process of coming to Greater China and finding your place with the Xinjiang Flying Tigers.
Trying to find my place there, at first it was like different because this is my first time overseas. Well, it was my first time in China, playing overseas. Like in college, I had played in Spain before against pros, but it was definitely a difference when I got to the Chinese, to the CBA. Basically, like all the guys that spoke English just like gathered around me, took me in, and welcomed me with open arms. And then once they saw that I could play for real, they just loved me, and that made my transition even easier. From being in the States to being overseas playing. So I would say it was a pretty smooth transition. I think I found my way pretty easy. And then when I went back this year, it was just a much better fit, much better feel. You know, I knew the game, I knew how to play it, so it was much better this year than last year.
Well, at the end of the day, basketball is a global language, so
Yeah.
on the court especially, it was easy for you to adjust for sure.
No, most definitely. And you don't really think about that as much, but when you're in it, then you really get that feel for it. Like, okay, this is just basketball. We're all the same.
Yeah.
For sure.
But
Well,
going in that route, with Greater China, there's a different basketball. I guess not only philosophy but the styles, and like we mentioned earlier with Diego with East Asia Super League, when you play against professional teams and players from different countries in the region, how do you think that helps you and your teams play? Just improve the overall game.
When you play against different styles, I think you take something from them. You may play one style, but when you go into China, they're trying to be like more physical. They're trying to, be more finesse. That's what I got from it. So, I try to play the game, the way I was taught, which is, just go hard and make sure you compete in at all times, of course. But I think with China, it's like they want to win every game. Like they don't want to lose a game. I mean, which is everyone, but at the same time, they take it more personal than other leagues I've been in. That's the difference, I think. That's how
you used to.
Your fans, you have a growing fan base in China, and right now we have a lot of your Jingchen Flying Tiger fans on and watching. They want to know who your favorite teammate is.
My favorite teammate. I don't have a favorite teammate, but I pretty much like all the guys. I pretty much hang with all the guys. So I don't have a favorite teammate.
Well, that is a safe answer right there. We'll ask you off air. We'll ask you off. But yeah, that competitiveness, and I mean, you're used to playing 82 games in a season, so that's a lot more than what you do right now. So I guess that's where there are little adjustments here and there, but I'm sure you're getting used to it, like what you said. But let's talk about stuff outside of basketball, especially with the situation that we're in right now. Of course, this unfortunate situation with this pandemic that has hit global. But big ups to you guys for standing in the gap and lending a helping hand for others, especially UK. Talk to us about the chance you had, the opportunity you had to give groceries out to families in Detroit and Michigan a couple months ago. Tell us how that experience was.
Really, this is I was just calling my friend. He played at the high school I went to a couple years before me, and really he always puts it together each year. And it was, I always try to make sure I'm there if I can be there. So it was just, just a perfect thing to do. I don't really I just put it out there so that families can come get groceries, and then I won't ever put it up because, I don't, try to show that I'm doing charity or something like that. Like I don't want no praise for it. That's just something I do. That's just how I was brought up. So it was a great situation. Families that needed help came out, got help. So pretty sure we'll be doing it again. So it's just an amazing thing, man. It just instilled in me, So that's why I don't talk about it a lot. I don't try to show it off, So.
No,
you're blessed.
Paying it forward, it's going to come back to you, as we all know. So Diego, on your end, you also led, a drive for donations during the pandemic. Please tell us about, that situation.
So basically, I just, I thought of using my platform to help the frontliners and all the, people are helping us fight this virus here in the Philippines. So I created a donation drive for to get a lot of help from the people in my circle, the people that I can reach out to, just to help out those the frontliners who are probably the heroes of the day, where they're trying to save lives and sacrificing themselves, just to contain this virus. So that's what I did, and I donated to a total of 9 hospitals in total, and then I capped it off at 9 since we started training. It became more busier, so yeah.
No, for sure. You two are blessings. There's no wonder that you guys are blessed, because you're really willing to share whatever you have to other people. But obviously you have the passion for basketball. You have passion for helping others. Kay, talk to us about your passion with your clothing brand. Talk to us about that, and where did that come about?
Man, so I think like 2 or 3 years ago, I realized that it's basically cheaper to wear my own stuff. But also I can bring my creativity to to a canvas, so to say. So, but I just wanted to do it because I made up a logo and just wanted to put it out there and just have, at first I just wanted to have my family wear it, but then people started telling me I should sell it or I should do this with it. And yeah, I'm selling it now, but I'm not really in it for the money. I'm really just in it to get it out there into the world and, have people rocking the 2K0 brand. I had a shirt on, but I don't know where it went.
I'm sure you got a lot of 2K0 apparel out there, but what's next moving forward with the brand, and how is it right now?
The brand is going good right now. Definitely on the incline. So what's next with it is just to add more pieces like full jogging suits, zip up, the zip up hoodies that I like to wear.
Yeah.
I want to add socks. I want to add headbands. I want to have, the tights that we wear under our shorts. I want to basically do everything really. I almost want to do start a clothing brand out of it as well. But we'll see. It's just a lot of ideas on the floor right now. I'm gonna take it one day at a time.
Well, you got 3 guys in here who would be willing to rep you, so no worries, bro. You already know.
So speaking of sportswear, Diego, you've been one of the brand ambassadors for Adidas Philippines. You've been rocking the 3 stripes for a while now. Tell us some of your highlights being aligned with a brand such as Adidas.
I feel very blessed. I've been working with them since I was, I think, second year college. So the support has been there. My ups and downs in my career. Now that I'm a pro, they're still there. So I think the loyalty is there. Not just me, but also in the part of the brand. So it's been a great ride with Adidas. I just signed a 2-year deal with them again. So I think I'm just very excited to rep them again, just to work with them together. It's like a family in Adidas. So it's just all love.
Great, man. Well, now we move on to the exciting part. Get into some of the challenges and the trivia. So we get you guys to get ready. We're going to start with the push-up challenge. All right, so if you can set yourselves up. All right, so okay.
There it is. There it is. Sir 2K0. We're about to send your address, bro.
Yeah. Get the button below too. So, as I mentioned, we'll switch over to the cage match, as we like to say. The first challenge is going to be the push-up challenge. So we're going to do the most push-ups in 30 seconds wins.
Okay.
So let's get that going.
Let's go, Jag. Let's go, Jago.
Well, we know who you root for.
This is chance to be an NBA player, bro. It's his chance to be an NBA player.
All right.
Plus 65.
30 seconds. Set it up.
Y'all ready now?
Yes, sir. 30 seconds, baby.
Oh, we gotta set it up.
Yes, sir. Go ahead, man. Let's go, Jeg.
Set it up, Diego.
Oh yeah, we could.
Oh, we're gonna know who. We're gonna know who's been working throughout this whole thing. We're gonna know.
K's ready for the beast.
Whatever y'all
K's
say.
ready, bro. The big guard is ready.
This is breakfast. This is nothing for him.
Oh, this is nothing, man. This is. Jago's a small guard, just so you know. Jago's a small guard, considers himself a small guard, will always be a small guard. Jago there? Come on, Jag. Jag's warming up. Okay, quick question.
Yeah.
While we're waiting for Jago, I just found out Steve Smith is a cousin of yours. How
Yeah.
was that? What was that influence like?
Growing up, I mean, we talked, whenever we could. But it was quite often. But I think the main thing I get from him is like being vocal. I got to be vocal at all times. Because he was a 6'7" point guard, so we
For sure.
different. It was much easier for him. He always talked to me about work ethic and things like that. And I was actually just in Atlanta with him like a few weeks ago. Now I'll be going back in a couple weeks.
Oh, that's fire, bro. That is fire to have someone like that on your side. That is fire.
Right. I think Diego.
Oh, here we go.
All right, come on.
I got 30 seconds on the clock.
Whenever you're ready.
You guys gonna count them out on your own.
All right.
3, 2, 1, go.
Yo, K's arms take up the whole screen.
Yo, talking about big guard. Those guns.
That's a big guard right there, bro.
15 seconds. Yo, both of these guys are queens, though. Look at that. 10 seconds.
Wow.
4, 3, 2, 1. Stop.
There you go.
You got it, Kay.
How many we got? Like 372?
How many I get, bro?
I don't know.
I want to count.
You lost count.
I thought y'all was gonna count.
Jago got like.
You have, Diego.
I didn't even count. That was a good one.
All these two didn't count.
I probably got a good 50 in.
Right.
That's a good way to wake up.
With those biceps, I take your word for it. Both of you guys definitely put it in. I guess I have to say goodbye.
That's a good way to wake up for K.
Right.
He's awake.
Let's move right over to the trivia challenge. Excuse me. I'm going to pop up the questions. Right? We have 5 questions. What I need both of you guys to do is, after we read out the questions to you, on the screen, all right, as you count 1, 2, 3, just pop it up. There's going to be four multiple choice options, and you guys are going to share your answers with us. We go with that?
I'm ready.
Let's do it.
You pop this up on the screen. Hold on 1 second. Diego, how you feeling?
Jake is about to go to bed, and we got him to do push-ups and everything.
That was tough.
All right. So we're going to change it. I'm just going to read the question to you guys. All right. So like I said, I'm gonna give you the options 1, 2, 3, and 4. After I read the questions, I'll repeat it, and then you guys just give us the answers. All right.
All right.
All right. So question number 1: which CBA player was drafted into the NBA the same year as K, 2016? 3 picks behind them at number 57. Was it Wang Jaelin?
K got a coach. K got a coach.
Abdul Shalamu, or D, Yu Jiangxi? Okay.
What was it? Wait, I only heard 3 options.
Okay, so A is Wang Jielin, B, Zhou Qi, C, Abdul Shalamu, D, Wu Jiangji.
Come on, Jake. This is
I already
easy.
know the answer. I'm gonna let him go first.
Who is
Come
it?
on, Jake.
I'll go with D.
D. Who is it? Kay? What's your answer, Kay?
He played on my team. I don't know how to say his name.
Exactly, bro. You gotta say it. You gotta say it, bro.
Yochi?
Actually, the correct answer is A, Wang Jaelin.
Oh, come on, okay.
I don't know who that is.
Let's move over to number 2. Okay, so 0-0 still. When did the Blackwater Elite join the PBA as one of the first franchises to enter from the D League? Was it A, 2001, B, 2008, C, 2010, or D, 2014? I know it's going to be tough for you to play, but you got to take a wild guess.
Can you repeat the question?
So again, A is 2001, B, 2008, C, 2010, or D, 2014?
No, what's the question? I didn't hear the question.
When did
Blackwater join the PBA as one of the first franchises to enter from the D League?
Yeah, when did Blackwater first get into the PBA? Jago plays for that team.
Yeah, I don't even know. I don't know.
All right, so just wild guess: A, B, C, or
I'll
D.
just guess, bro.
B.
B. All right, Diego, what's your guess?
I got D, 2014.
Diego's.
Of course he knows the answer. Of course he knows the answer.
You got
His
that
boss
wrong,
gonna-
you would have problems.
His boss ain't gonna sign him anymore if he got the wrong answer, man. Of course he knows the answer.
All right, so moving on to question number 3. All right, how many CBA championships have the Xinjiang Flying Tigers won? Is it A, 1, B, 3, C, 5, or D, 10? How many CBA championships have the Xinjiang Flying Tigers won? All right, I repeat one more time. A, 1, B, 3, C, 5, or D, 10? What's your answers?
B.
Diego, what do you think?
Diego. 8. A.
You lost you, Diego. What's your answer?
I think he went with A.
With A?
Yeah.
The answer is A, 1.
I thought they
Oh. About to be 2 with K though.
All right.
About to be 2 with K.
Number 4. Which PBA team has won most championships? Is it A, Alaska, B, San Miguel Beermen, C, Ginebra, D, Talking Tex? Again, I know this is going to be hard for you, but which PBA, a Philippine Basketball Association team, has won the most championships? Is it A, Alaska, B, San Miguel, C, Ginebra, or D, Talking Tex? Let's start with K's guess.
D.
D, Talking Tex.
Diego.
Jago doesn't know.
I'm
Jago
gonna go
does
with,
not know.
Alaska.
Jago does not know.
You saying Alaska?
Hey,
Jago does not know.
Correct
Yeah.
answer is B. San Miguel.
Yeah, it's San Miguel, bro. Come on, Jag.
All right.
I was thinking like, they won a lot of championships like back in the 80s or something.
Alaska had a good run.
San Miguel.
I know that.
All right, okay, you need this to tie. You need this to tie, Diego. Diego, you answer this, you know, clear shot winner. All right, which Final Four team won the terrific 12 last year, 2019? Was it A, San Miguel Beermen, B, Xinjiang Guangxi Lions, C, Liaoning Flying Leopards, or D, Seoul SK Knights? Okay, so I'm going to run it back one more time. Which Final Four team won the terrific 12 last year? Was it A, San Miguel Beermen, B, Xinjiang Guangxi Lions, C, Liaoning Flying Leopards, or D, Seoul SK Knights? Let's start with Diego. What's your answer?
I'm gonna go with C. Lance was there, right?
Lance was there.
You say C, okay? What do you think?
I don't even have an answer.
Lance was there. That was the answer.
The terrific 12. I've never even heard of that.
That's the East Asia League. That's the tournament that we run every September. So.
Oh yeah.
Lance Stevenson was on that team, though.
I don't think they won it though.
Oh, there it is.
True.
Yep. So you got A, B, or D.
Hey.
San Miguel Beerman. Answer is actually correct for Diego. C, Liaoning Flying Leopards, and Lance did win.
Oh.
So Lance did win. Oh, okay. Damn, Lance did win. Lance brought home the chip, bro, from Macau. But hey, right now we're at 1-1. K won the push-up challenge, Jago won the trivia challenge. This is what we're all waiting for right here. This is the tiebreaker. This is it. This is game 7. It's the dance challenge, okay? So this is what all your fans out here in Asia, back in the States, and Jago out here in the Philippines and out in all over Asia. This is what they're looking forward to. This dance challenge, okay? So I'm gonna play we're gonna do the Go Crazy challenge. All right, I'm gonna play the music, and both of y'all need just hit it and just dance, go crazy, and our fans are gonna vote who's a better dancer. All right, so obviously K got the push-up challenge again. Jago got the trivia challenge. Okay, this is it. This is game 3 of our best of 3. You two ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready.
All right, here we go.
Second.
Hey, when the music start, just push the camera like this.
Here we. Can you hear it or not?
Yeah, turn it up, sir.
Turn it up. All right, let me connect it to the speaker, man. I want like. Yo, I want. Wait.
Party.
Wait. Not this. Let me turn it up, bro. I want you to. You guys. Hold up. Let me play that. Yo, Go Crazy. Go Crazy. All right. Here we go, guys.
We've been doing this on our youth side.
Oh, hold up. Here he comes. Hey. K knows what's up. K knows the vibe.
That's it,
K
man.
knows the
Like
K
that.
knows the vibe. K knows the vibe.
With that one, you're dead. I think
He knows the vibe, bro. Jago knows the vibe. That is crazy. Good job, boys. Yeah.
we're gonna have to get the K on that one with the cake.
I'm sure all your fans are very, very happy with that. We're gonna clip that and we're gonna send it out to all your social media outlets.
So,
Put that up on House of Highlights.
Just to wrap it up, we just want to say thank you for joining us today in East Asia Super League. We can't wait to get you guys back on the court, and more importantly, hope you guys stay safe out there. Continue doing what you do for the community. We're really excited to have you guys back on court, like we mentioned, and hopefully one day soon we can get you guys with us at East Asia Super League at one of our events. This is what we do. So we just want to sign off. Kay, any last words, fans?
Yes, sir, man. Thanks for watching. Please go copy.
2K0.
Go copy.
Sir. Yo, that shirt is fire though, for real.
We'll send the links on the show notes below.
Yeah, definitely.
Yep.
I can have you guys. I can send a link to you guys, or you can just get it from my Instagram bio.
Awesome.
We got you.
It'll be easier.
Thank you.
Got you.
Diego, last words.
I just want to thank you guys for having me here. All the people that are watching, appreciate you guys. Stay safe and healthy. Wear your face mask. That's it.
Yes, sir. Wash your hands. Wear your face masks. Wash your hands. Great to talk to you too, man. Not the biggest players, but definitely with the biggest hearts. And excited to see you back on the court soon, both Kay and Diego.
All right, we're signing off here. Perfect together.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Peace, fellas. Peace.